Chief Guest of the day, so Manoj Jadavpai Garu, and Andhra Pradesh Government Representative Jagamohan Reddy Garu, Vice Chairman Sri Krishna, and Ramesh Babu Garu, and faculty members, my dear students. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, sir. So at the outset, I thank Manoj Garu for sanctioning this project to this university with a great faith, with a great belief. I am sure that we will fulfill your targets and also realize the objectives of this program. Yes, definitely we are concerned with that, and definitely we will fulfill this. And this would be the role model for the other people also. That we'll make it. We are committed for that. See, as students, I think all of you must understand this is not simply the imports or exports or business deal like as Manoj says. That is the part of it. But the major aspect is about the international agreements of reducing the carbon. Major aspect is that. Major aspect is reducing the global warming. So that is how the green cover should be more. And not only in India, entire world, but India, it has large number of population, so we require more. And also, as Krishna said, we are close to equator, so we require more about concern of this global warming. Have you ever thought global warming you must have heard, but have you ever thought what are the impacts of global warming? Ever thought of it? What happens if there is the temperatures are rising? What will happen? Suppose natural things are recently we have reached 46, 47. If it reaches to 50, 51, most of the old people like me die. So that is the natural thing. Generally, what happens to the population? Generally, what happens is, so when the temperatures are rising, the more snow will melt. The floods will come. Huge floods that destroys the whole entire thing and crops, everything. On some part of the time, because the snow is already gone, so the rivers will be dry. There will be two things, both floods on one side, drought on the other side. This is the effect of global warming. Yes. One for 2-3 months, heavy floods, which we cannot negotiate. That is one part. Another part, when the whole snow is went away from Himalayas, Ganga will be dry. Or other Brahmaputra, all these things would be dry for another 5-6 months. So either way we can't negotiate. That is the reality of the situation. That is what is global warming. So it is our responsibility to reduce these by increasing the green cover, not only on the forest and beyond the forest. That is the problem. So we have to take up this very seriously and yes, make it happen. And we are very much concerned so much. Recently we have purchased land on besides the wall of this university. There is a support of. Yes. So naturally naturally does what does here because we have to construct the buildings, we have to remove that. That's it, naturally, and all of your apartments also you have seen, we will remove that. But what we are going to do that is, we are going to replant it in our farm. I don't know how far it would be successful, but we are concerned of that. We are going to have the replant of it. So that you are going to see whether if they are replanted, it will survive or not, how much time it will take, what are the inputs we have to give it to for their survival, and all these things. You as the students going to the farm, you have to observe what is happening. So around 1,000 to 2,000 plants are there. We are going to we have put lot of effort for replanting also. We are putting that kind of effort. So that is, yes, we have to, not only as a simple program, but we have to talk to the plant, enjoy with the plant, and I think our entire campus is filled with greenery. Almost 3/4 of the campus is filled with greenery. And I expect you, as agriculture students, you can do that, you can start that. What I expected from the students is, when you are eating, taking your lunch under the tree, it would be very good. Normally you are taking the lunch in the room. What is the difference between taking lunch in the room and taking the lunch in the under the tree? Anybody tell? What happens? So yes, you are negotiating with 4 elements out of 5 elements. 5 పంచభూతాల్లో 4 పంచభూతాలతో మీరు మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. You are on the earth. You are with the air, direct air. You are with the sun. You are with the pure air of oxygen under the tree. Except water you carry. Except water, you are negotiating 4 elements out of 5 when you take the food under the tree. That is the greenery impact of the greenery. You'll always be healthy. You'll always be good. You always feel good. Your very attitude is good when you take food. I think agriculture students can start that. Other students will follow that. Yes, that would be interesting. Sitting, 4 or 5 people sitting together and taking the food under the tree. It's always good. So when you take the food over here, you are not with Akash. You are not with the earth. You are not with the air. You are not with anything. Yes. So that is how this greenery is very, very, very important. Development of greenery for our this thing. As Manoj said, it is we are importing a lot of wood. We have to substitute that, and we have to reduce the import costs and all that. That is the business economic angle, financial angle. The other thing is, at a larger perspective, it is our responsibility to reduce the carbon and to reduce the global warming to the possible extent. That is the whole objective of this program. I wish that you are going to do that. And also, so you have to create some difference between a regular nursery of Kadiyam and yourselves. You are with professors, you are getting education, you can see many journals what is going on outside. But Kadiyam people doesn't know, they are simply rice and they are doing it very primitively. But you can develop many other things and you can create new plants and free from diseases, free from other problems, water resistant, all these things, heat resistant varieties, all these things. I think you can do some experiments. Then only it is called Hi-Tech Nursery. Otherwise, simply growing a plant cannot be Hi-Tech Nursery. You have to develop water resistant variety. Though it is there in the water for 6-7 days, it should survive. It also should be heat resistant. Though it is very hot, it should survive. So in the same way, yield and growth rate should be faster. All these things, we can do some of the experiments. Even if a few experiments are successful, that would be a great thing. So on this occasion, I request Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu to educate police people and other people. They need not plant the trees. Instead, they should better avoid cutting the trees. They can create awareness program. When the VIPs are going around, they are cutting the trees for security sake. Antakante papam kottundadu. And it is out of my field, and tell it is a sin. Because the tree is also a living thing. They weep, they cry, they shower the wishes on us. You can't cannot do that simply. It is irresponsibility, ignorance, immaturity. I think he can, as an organizer, he can create some awareness program on security issues to avoid the cutting of the plants. It gives a very wrong message for the younger generation. Whoever may be, however, whatever may be the importance of the plant. Yes, our life is important, but tree life is also important. Life of a tree is also important. Not only our life. How can you be irresponsible? So better, their police people are not expected to know this. Better to educate them, create an awareness out of them. Please, 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 not to cut the trees. We don't bother if they don't plant it. If they don't cut it, because we can create a building in 4 years. We cannot create a plant in 4 years. Yes. So huge building of 10 or 20 meters, 50 meters you can create in 3-4 years. You cannot create a plant of 10 meters in 4 years. It takes its own time. And it is, I'm out of pain from the heart I am telling this. Otherwise I am not expected to tell this, but I always feel pain when they are doing that. Many people must be feeling the same thing. Anyway, I hope and I wish this program would be a great success. We are very much committed to this, and I am sure that it will be the role model. Thank you.